I loved it. I loved his boldness. There was a certain thing, a certain boldness.
Clint Eastwood has directed over 40 films and worked with hundreds of actors.
They were experts. These people had a great influence, and they were experts in a business that has very few experts, really.
He's launched careers, destroyed egos, and created some of cinema's most unforgettable performances. But behind those steely eyes and that legendary scowl lies a director with very specific loyalties and unbreakable bonds. 7 actors earned Clint Eastwood's ultimate respect behind the camera. 7 performers cracked the code of working with Hollywood's most demanding perfectionist. These weren't just professional relationships. They were artistic partnerships forged in the brutal fires of Eastwood's uncompromising vision. This isn't about famous collaborations. This is about the secret psychology of a director who never forgets loyalty, never forgives betrayal, and only trusts actors who can match his legendary intensity. These are Eastwood's 7 favorite actors to direct, and the shocking reasons why he'd work with them until his dying breath. Clint Eastwood didn't just transition from actor to director, he revolutionized what it meant to be both. Starting with Play Misty for Me in 1971, he brought a unique perspective to filmmaking. He understood actors because he was one, but he demanded more from them because he knew what they were capable of. Eastwood's directing style is legendary for its efficiency and intensity. He rarely does more than 2 takes, expects actors to come prepared, and has zero tolerance for ego or unprofessionalism. But beneath that tough exterior lies a director who deeply appreciates actors who can deliver truth in the moment, who understand that great performances come from preparation, not improvisation. The 7 actors on this list didn't just survive Eastwood's demanding process, they thrived under it. Each one discovered something about their craft they never knew existed, and in return they gave Eastwood performances that defined his directorial legacy. Understanding these relationships reveals the secret behind why some of cinema's greatest actors consider working with Eastwood the ultimate test of their abilities. Number 7. Gene Hackman. Starting our countdown is Gene Hackman, whose collaboration with Eastwood in Unforgiven created one of cinema's most powerful villain performances. But their relationship reveals Eastwood's deep appreciation for actors who can match his own intensity without competing for dominance. Eastwood first approached Hackman for Unforgiven, knowing he needed an actor who could make Little Bill Daggett terrifying without being cartoonish. Hackman was initially reluctant, having sworn off westerns after several disappointing experiences. But Eastwood's script and his reputation for respecting actors convinced him to take the role. Clint understood that Little Bill wasn't just a villain, Hackman revealed in a rare interview about the film. He was a man who believed he was bringing order to chaos. Clint never asked me to play him as evil. He wanted me to find his twisted sense of justice. What most people don't know is that Eastwood rewrote several scenes specifically to showcase Hackman's strengths. The brutal interrogation sequence where Little Bill tortures English Bob was expanded because Eastwood saw how Hackman could make violence feel both horrifying and methodical. Gene brought this intellectual cruelty to the role. Eastwood later reflected, he made Little Bill smart, which made him infinitely more dangerous than a simple brute. Their collaboration was so successful that Eastwood offered Hackman roles in 3 subsequent films, though scheduling conflicts prevented further partnerships. Industry insiders say Eastwood still considers Hackman one of the most underrated actors of his generation, praising his ability to find complexity in seemingly straightforward characters. The respect was mutual. Hackman has said that working with Eastwood taught him that great directors don't tell actors what to do. They create environments where great performances can emerge naturally. Number 6. Hilary Swank. Hilary Swank's relationship with Eastwood began with skepticism and evolved into one of his most treasured directorial partnerships. When Eastwood cast the relatively unknown actress in $1 Million Baby, many questioned his choice, but their collaboration reveals Eastwood's genius for recognizing raw talent and his ability to guide actors to career-defining performances. Swank was initially intimidated by Eastwood's reputation for being demanding and economical with direction. "I expected this gruff, intimidating presence," she revealed in a behind-the-scenes documentary. "Instead, I found someone who trusted me completely and gave me the space to find Maggie's truth." What audiences don't know is that Eastwood completely restructured the film's training sequences around Swank's natural athleticism. He spent weeks watching her box, studying her movements, and then rewrote scenes to showcase her authentic physicality, rather than relying on stunt doubles. Hilary brought this raw hunger to Maggie, Eastwood explained in a Directors Guild interview. She understood that the character wasn't just fighting opponents, she was fighting poverty, invisibility, and her own limitations. The most revealing moment of their collaboration came during the film's devastating final act. Swank was struggling with the emotional weight of Maggie's paralysis, and Eastwood made an unprecedented decision. He cleared the set of all non-essential personnel and spent an entire afternoon talking her through the character's psychological journey. "Clint showed me that great acting isn't about technique," Swank has said. "It's about finding the truth in impossible circumstances and having the courage to live in that truth." Their bond deepened when Swank won the Oscar for Best Actress. Eastwood was among the first to congratulate her, and industry insiders say he still considers her performance one of the finest he's ever directed. Number 5. Matt Damon. Matt Damon's collaboration with Eastwood in Invictus revealed the director's appreciation for actors who can embody real people without impersonation. Damon's portrayal of Francois Pienaar required him to master a South African accent, rugby skills, and the complex psychology of post-apartheid leadership. Eastwood was initially concerned about casting an American actor as the Springbok captain, but Damon's audition convinced him immediately. "Matt didn't try to become Francois," Eastwood recalled. "He found the universal qualities in the man: the leadership, the courage, the ability to unite people through sport." What most people don't realise is that Eastwood sent Damon to South Africa 6 months before filming began, not just to learn rugby, but to understand the country's complex racial dynamics. Damon lived with former Springbok players, attended township matches, and immersed himself in the culture. "Clint taught me that preparation isn't just about learning lines," Damon explained in a masterclass. "It's about understanding the world your character inhabits so completely that you can react authentically to anything that happens." The most challenging scene was Pienaar's speech to his team before the World Cup final. Eastwood shot it in one continuous take, with Damon delivering the entire monologue to actual former Springbok players. The emotional authenticity of that moment came from months of preparation and Eastwood's trust in his actor's abilities. "Matt brought this quiet authority to Francois," Eastwood reflected. "He understood that real leadership isn't about grand gestures. It's about making people believe in something bigger than themselves." Their collaboration extended beyond the film. Eastwood became a mentor to Damon's directing ambitions, offering advice on script development and actor management. Industry sources say their friendship represents the kind of artistic bond Eastwood values most, built on mutual respect and shared commitment to storytelling excellence. Number 4. Morgan Freeman. Morgan Freeman's partnership with Eastwood spans multiple films and represents one of Hollywood's most enduring actor-director relationships. Their collaboration began with Unforgiven and continued through $1 Million Baby, creating a bond built on mutual respect and shared understanding of what great acting requires. Eastwood first cast Freeman as Ned Logan in Unforgiven because he needed an actor who could convey a lifetime of friendship without exposition. Morgan has this quality where you believe he's lived every moment of his character's history, Eastwood explained. "He doesn't act experience, he embodies it." What audiences don't know is that Freeman and Eastwood developed their own shorthand communication during Unforgiven. Eastwood would give Freeman direction through subtle gestures and expressions, trusting the actor to interpret and deliver exactly what the scene needed. "Working with Clint is like having a conversation without words," Freeman revealed in a rare interview about their partnership. "He sees what you're thinking and responds to it before you even know you're thinking it." Their collaboration deepened during $1 Million Baby, where Freeman's Eddie "Scrap Iron" Dupree served as both narrator and moral center. Eastwood wrote the role specifically for Freeman, understanding that the actor's natural gravitas would give weight to the film's philosophical themes. The most revealing aspect of their relationship is Eastwood's trust in Freeman's instincts. During the filming of Million Dollar Baby, Freeman suggested several dialogue changes that Eastwood incorporated without question. "Morgan understands the rhythm of my films," Eastwood has said. "He knows when to speak and when silence is more powerful." Industry insiders describe their relationship as that of artistic brothers, each pushing the other to greater heights while maintaining complete professional respect. Freeman has said that working with Eastwood taught him that great directors don't manage actors, they liberate them. Number 3. Sean Penn. Sean Penn's collaboration with Eastwood in Mystic River created one of the most intense actor-director relationships in modern cinema. Penn's method approach initially clashed with Eastwood's efficient style, but their partnership ultimately produced one of the most devastating performances in either man's career. Eastwood was initially hesitant to cast Penn, knowing the actor's reputation for intensity and his tendency to stay in character between takes. "Sean has this reputation for being difficult," Eastwood admitted in a candid interview, "but what I found was an actor so committed to truth that he couldn't accept anything less than perfection." What most people don't realize is that Eastwood completely restructured his usual directing approach for Penn. Instead of his typical 2-take maximum, he allowed Penn multiple attempts at each scene, understanding that the actor needed to explore different emotional territories to find the truth. "Clint gave me something no other director ever had," Penn revealed in a behind-the-scenes documentary. "He gave me permission to fail, to try things that might not work, knowing that somewhere in that exploration we'd find something real." The most challenging sequence was Jimmy's discovery of his daughter's death. Penn spent hours preparing for the scene, and Eastwood cleared the set of all non-essential personnel. The raw emotion captured in that moment came from Penn's complete commitment and Eastwood's understanding of how to create space for that level of vulnerability. "Sean brought this primal grief to Jimmy," Eastwood reflected. "He didn't act the pain, he lived it, and that's what made it so powerful to watch." Their collaboration extended beyond the film. Eastwood became one of Penn's most trusted advisors, offering guidance on both acting and directing projects. Industry sources say their mutual respect runs so deep that they've been trying to find another project to work on together for years. Number 2. Bradley Cooper. Bradley Cooper's transformation under Eastwood's direction in American Sniper represents one of the most dramatic actor-director collaborations in recent memory. Cooper's portrayal of Chris Kyle required him to gain 40 pounds of muscle, master Navy SEAL tactics, and embody the complex psychology of America's deadliest sniper. Eastwood initially had reservations about casting Cooper, seeing him primarily as a comedic actor from the Hangover series. But Cooper's audition, where he channeled Kyle's quiet intensity and moral complexity, convinced Eastwood immediately. "Bradley showed me that he understood Chris wasn't a superhero," Eastwood explained in a military documentary. "He was a man doing an impossible job and paying an enormous personal price for it." What audiences don't know is that Eastwood sent Cooper to train with actual Navy SEALs for 3 months before filming began. Cooper lived on military bases, learned sniper techniques, and studied the psychological toll of combat on soldiers and their families. "Clint taught me that physical transformation is just the beginning," Cooper revealed in a masterclass. "The real work is understanding how that physicality affects every aspect of the character's psychology." The most challenging aspect of their collaboration was balancing the film's political implications with its human story. Eastwood and Cooper spent hours discussing how to portray Kyle's military service without glorifying war or diminishing his sacrifice. "Bradley brought this vulnerability to Chris," Eastwood reflected. "He showed that even the strongest warriors carry invisible wounds, and that strength sometimes means admitting you need help." Their partnership extended beyond the film. Cooper has credited Eastwood with teaching him about the responsibility that comes with portraying real people, lessons he carried into his own directing career with A Star Is Born. Number 1. Frances McDormand. At number 1 is Frances McDormand, whose single collaboration with Eastwood in an unreleased project reveals the director's deepest appreciation for actors who can find truth in any circumstance. While their film was never completed due to studio politics, their working relationship represents everything Eastwood values in a performer. The project was a psychological thriller called The Confessor, where McDormand played a priest investigating supernatural occurrences in a small town. Eastwood was drawn to the script's exploration of faith, doubt, and the thin line between belief and madness. Francis brought this intellectual fearlessness to the role. Eastwood revealed in a rare interview about the abandoned project. She wasn't afraid to make the character unlikable or to explore the darker aspects of religious obsession. What made their collaboration unique was McDormand's complete trust in Eastwood's vision, combined with her willingness to challenge his choices when she felt the story demanded it. Unlike other actors who deferred to his authority, McDormand engaged in creative debates that pushed both of them to deeper understanding of the material. Working with Francis was like having a creative partner, rather than just an actor, Eastwood explained. She understood the story as well as I did, and wasn't afraid to fight for what she believed the character needed. The most revealing aspect of their relationship was Eastwood's willingness to rewrite scenes based on McDormand's insights. Industry insiders say this was unprecedented in his career, showing the level of respect he had for her artistic judgment. Francis taught me that great actors don't just serve the director's vision, Eastwood has said. They elevate it, challenge it, and make it better than it was on the page. Though their film was never completed, their collaboration left a lasting impact on both artists. McDormand has said that working with Eastwood taught her about the power of restraint, while Eastwood considers her one of the most intelligent actors he's ever directed. Clint Eastwood's 7 favourite actors to direct reveal the secret behind his legendary career as a filmmaker. These performers didn't just deliver great performances, they taught him that directing is about creating environments where truth can emerge, where actors feel safe to be vulnerable, and where the story always comes first. But perhaps most importantly, these 7 artists showed Eastwood that the best actor-director relationships are built on mutual respect, creative trust, and the shared understanding that great films require everyone to leave their ego at the door. His ability to guide actors to career-defining performances comes from understanding that direction isn't about control, it's about liberation. Understanding these partnerships reveals why Clint Eastwood remains one of Hollywood's most respected directors. He doesn't just hire actors, he creates artistic families that push each other to greatness through trust, preparation, and unwavering commitment to the truth of the story. We are committed to releasing 2 videos a week. Like, share, subscribe, and hit the bell icon for more film lore.